Hi mates, welcome back to this an amazing hood, first crying motherhood. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. If you're a new subscriber, then welcome to the family. Um, so guys, what I want to really share today, first of all, a disclaimer: I'm not a professional, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just a mom who has gained a few of experience or who has learned one or two tips through experience. I'm a first time mom, by the way. If you're a first time mom, there, kindly wave. Yeah, you know the drill. So, guys, so allow me today. I really want to talk about something that is close to my heart, really close to my heart, because I really didn't think I could make it past, the required mark, and that is simply breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, as prescribed by the doctor. So, guys, I'll just be quick, very fast, to share my journey, just to share my experience, things that I did to ensure that I have enough milk. How did I even jumpstart my milk? Did milk finally come fully? How was it? Was it, walk in the park, rosy, the way we see them on social media? Did I use formula? All that. So I'll be sharing my experience. So things I will, let me first of all talk about things that I didn't know about breastfeeding. So I'll just be random. So number one, breastfeeding is based on demand and supply. The more the baby breastfeeds, the more the milk supply will also be high. So I used to think that probably you have to eat, you have to drink a lot of milk, a lot of fluid, sorry. That's when you're going to have more milk. But it's the other way around. Of course, you have to eat and take a lot of fluids, but demand and supply plays a very key role. The more the baby breastfeeds, then it will send a signal that, oh, the baby needs more milk, and that increases as they grow. Eat, eat. You have to eat all the time, guys. No, I was also a victim because I used to eat. Actually, you're supposed to be eating for one and drinking for two. Eating for one is you just have your three main meals of the day: morning, breakfast, supper, and maybe a snack in between. And eating drinking for two is you having like plenty of fluids, guys. When I say plenty, it has to be plenty. Don't have maybe this cup, 2 cups of water or 2 cups of coke or hot chocolate, and say that that is water. Um, you're supposed to drink at least 3 liters, and that is just during the day, of water. Like I shared before, fluid is composed of almost breast milk is composed of 87% of fluids, and then the rest is now the nutrients that you eat from from the food. So yeah, eat for one, drink for two. Breastfeeding is purely psychological. It is here. It is here, and you connect with your baby when you're breastfeeding. That's why when sometimes you're breastfeeding, you will find that when your baby wakes up, you'll start leaking. Then when you go and check, then you find that truly they're woken up. So it is majorly psychological. So the moment up here is stressed or anxious or in just any form of unhealthiness, then definitely you're not going to have enough milk. Rest is key. Actually, rest. If you don't rest, your body will be struggling to just even make that milk in the first place. A lot of heavy, I don't know how to put it, not really heavy, but heaviness in terms of nutrients. I mean, something that will make you full for a long time. Much of that milk is produced at night, and basically, it is meant for the baby to take it and at least sleep for longer as compared to daytime. Something called the golden hour. The golden hour is majorly the first 1 hour or the first few hours after giving birth. That is what is called the golden 1 hour, and that is the time you need to latch your baby to just establish, that connection between your psychology, and the baby's psychology. So that's why you will find that when the baby has have just been given birth to, there is that 1 hour that they're wake window that they don't sleep, they're just awake and they're just staring. So that is the time you're supposed to be latching them on your boobs for them to establish that connection. Yeah, so it is called the golden 1 hour. And then something else is, if you take more than 8 hours without breastfeeding, and it is progressive, then your milk will start decreasing. Yeah, that one is I think I also started experiencing it, especially after exclusive breastfeeding, when I started the complementary feeding. Yeah, and then something else is decreased night feeds could potentially um, lead to the resumption of your periods, that is your menstrual flow. Ideally, I think I wouldn't really explain it well, but I'll try to put something here for you to understand. Is there are two hormones that are being produced, especially when you're breastfeeding, and when you're in your menses. So these two hormones cannot be produced at the same time. So one has to be dominant than the other. So that's why the first maybe 6 months, or if you're exclusively breastfeeding, then there's a way one will be dominant than the other. So you will find that one is suppressing the other one. But when now you start reducing your breastfeeding, then the other one will also, yeah. And then I don't know, but I think this one I've also attested to it, that there is always a decrease in milk production or flow. Guys, sorry for the noise. That is the neighbor's kid. Anyway, ignore it. There's always a decrease in milk production when you're in your menses. I don't know the science behind it. You can go and do more research about it, but your breasts, yeah, they don't have to look, fuller and leaking just for you to know that you have much milk or excess milk. I think I struggled with that from around 3 4 months. I think 4 months there, because now my breasts, they were not starting to look fuller and leaking and all that. So I was kind of stressed that, hey, because for me, I used to think that I used to feel like I want to see my breasts, big and full and leaking, and that way I will know that, oh, I have so much milk for my baby and all that. But your breast doesn't have to look fuller. Yeah, you can have less fuller breasts, but there is milk. Yeah, when your baby starts sucking, there will always be milk. So yeah, guys, those are things that I didn't know about breastfeeding. So on to our next discussion of breastfeeding is, how did I jumpstart milk at the hospital? So as any other mother, as you're preparing to give birth, definitely you're there in your mindset. I remember even at one point I wanted to buy a nipple cream, and my sister was telling me that, oh, you don't even have to buy a nipple cream. So long as you know how to latch very well, then you're good to go. You don't even have to buy those things. So in my head, I knew very well that I was going to, I was going to do it the right way. I was going to latch perfectly and all that. So I didn't buy a nipple cream. So fast forward, delivery comes, and now I'm being told, after just giving birth, I'm in my bed resting. I'm told to latch the baby. Of course, I was doing it wrongly, and there's a nurse to help you. Again, I say thank you to those hospitals that have, someone specifically there to show you how to go about it, who constantly check on you, just to see that, are you doing the right thing? Is milk coming in? Are you eating the right food? Yeah. So this nurse comes to me, and of course, she is there to show me how to do it. At first, I didn't really feel much pain, just a bit of uncomfortableness, but it was something to bear with. Yeah. So time goes by, there is nothing is coming out completely. Hey, so I kind of became anxious, but I was like, in my head, I was like, hey, what if I'm one of those people who don't have milk? And remember, we have the journey of 6 months, and this is just day one. So I remember, how do I even call it? This lady who used to bring me food at the hospital, she found me a little bit, anxious and unsettled, and then she was like, Mama, you don't have to stress about this little human being at this point. At this point, you are the one who should be stressing about, because when you're okay, baby will be okay, your family will be okay, you will also be okay. So drink your cocoa, drink your tea, eat your food, milk will eventually come. And I was like, wow, I needed that. I truly, truly needed that, to hear that. And so the first day, of course, milk didn't really come, and baby was just there latching on, nothing. And by instincts, like any other mom, like you just start to get a little bit anxious about it. And I remember being given some white tablets to take. I think I was taking them once per day, I think, yeah, just to jumpstart the milk. And at this point, of course, my baby came out pretty big, 3.9, and the doctor kind of suggested that I buy none at that point, because he kind of looked, it was a big baby, yeah. and he needed to feed, at least feed on something, so that I would kind of have some peace of mind, And yeah, I bought naan, and I must say I was kind of struggling to keep up with all that. And of course, the nurse was helping me to even feed him and all that. And I really thank God for that. So day one, no milk. Day two, no milk. Milk came in day three, of which it was the cholesterol part. So in the meantime, I was also advised to buy Mamalay. Yeah, Mama Light. Yeah, I will put it here. I was taking it with warm water. Oh, not really warm water, just cold. Yeah, cold water, and drinking it. Yeah. Then I was also having hot chocolate, lots of hot chocolate, water, warm water. Hey guys, if it's drinking water, hey. I was also eating. Yeah, the hospital was also giving me some porridge and some tea. Yeah, and yeah, that's how we started it off. So another thing that I did to jumpstart was, of course, I've said the drugs, taking Mamalai, uh, warm water, cocoa, and all that. And then I was also given porridge, and then I also just had that mindset that it is going to be one day at a time. Don't stress about it. Just take it easy. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Hey, and then now nipple pain started slapping me left, right, center, left, right, center. Oh yeah, guys, milk came in. Yes, my breasts were really becoming engorged, especially in the morning when I wake up. But guys, when I just hear the sound of baby crying, it means I have to breastfeed him, and that is nipple pain. Oh my god! I used to call my mom. I used to call the name of my mom. Oh my god, that was. That's why, guys, sometimes I say that motherhood, you have to be prepared mentally, so that you don't break down excessively. It is a breakdown, yes, but you can handle it. Even if something is stressing you, you know how to handle the stress. And yeah, I was just, I used to sing that freedom is coming, better days are coming. And I used to even ask my friends, like, does this pain go away? Do you even get yourself back to yourself? And my friends were like, it's not gonna take 1 week, 2 weeks. It's just gonna take some time, but eventually it will go. And I can say, like, right now, yeah, I can see the better days. I can see the freedom days, and I'm just so happy that I never gave up. I never felt, like stopping and just doing something else. I pushed and I pushed. So guys, so some of the tips that I learned along the way is, I feel like breastfeeding is, so many people say a lot of things, guys. For me, I didn't pump, so I can't talk about it. I don't know much about pumping. I think maybe I wasn't just in that space where I had to pump. I was completely okay with, exclusive breastfeeding, like, yeah, baby on the boob. So I don't know much about breastfeeding and bottle feeding. Mine was just, 24/7, but it is also tiresome. It is hooking, because you can't really go somewhere for a long time, because you have to, yeah, you're going with the baby's food. So yeah, those are some of their disadvantages. And then it is also tiring, yeah, that I've said. Yeah, so you just have to be strong here. Yeah, when the baby cries, wakes up, you have to be the one waking up, because you're the one with the food. There is no milk. But I think if you pump, then someone can help you. You can go somewhere, yeah, and all that. I'm not really saying that I didn't have time to go. Of course I used to go, but it is very limited during that first exclusive time. So tips that I used, I think I tried to rest. I wouldn't lie that I was resting 100%, because when I'm meant to rest, that is when I'm like, hey, I have to drink water, I have to eat, I have to take a bath, so that I don't, remember, we are trying to maintain the spark. Yeah, we are not going to look like pregnancy has taken over us. You have to try and look good every day, for your baby, for yourself, for everyone around you. So I can't really say I used to take rest the way it's supposed to be. But if you can take rest, it will really help you. And then taking plenty of fluids, guys. When I say taking plenty of fluids, you have to be serious. Like, the minimum should be 3 liters. At least maximum try to get to 6 liters. You will never stress about milk. Yeah. If you can get to 6 liters a day, oh god. I don't think I was getting to that. My highest was around 4.5 liters a day. Yeah, and sometimes if you have, some cash, you can go and buy the bone broth, um, the bones, then just boil them. You can even boil them. Okay, you don't have to boil just once. You can boil the first time, second and third, and even the fourth time. Yeah, just for you to drink the soup. I feel like the soup is not only good for the baby because of breast milk, but it's also good for the calcium, for you as well as the mom. I think it just has a lot of benefits. And then eating right, guys. Eating right. Hey, this thing costed me, guys. I'm telling you, gaining back the spark. You get to the gym, you start crying, like you're literally crying. Because for me, I feel like my weight just kind of nowhere just skyrocketed from 65 kgs to 91. Tell me, even if you are the one, you within a span of 9 months, not even 9 months, yeah, less than 9 months, you will, there's a way you'll just be like, no, 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 no. So I feel like eating right is key, guys. I mean, just try to have those balanced diet. If you can eat, if you must take carbs, take the sweet potatoes, the yams, the cassava, the pumpkin, all those. You see those farm things, yes. And then take plenty of eggs, fish, what the protein, the beans, the vegetables, the avocado, the fruits. Guys, trust me. Even if you will add weight, it will be a healthy weight. But uh, if you start fighting with chapati, rice, bread, cakes, sweets, soda, oh my god, and then you're starting to cry that you don't have milk, it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard. And then something else was positive mindset, and I feel like this one most of us moms really struggle with it because they say that breastfeeding is should be so calming, like you don't have to be stressed out. Yeah, but it is hard to cope up with it because the moment you start experiencing low milk, then your stress is high, your cortisol levels go high, and it's like managing it is a bit hard. But if you have a positive mindset and you reduce the level of stress, yeah, milk will just come in. It will just come in. And then breastfeeding frequently and on demand. Like you breastfeed frequently and then you feed the baby. I don't know, like I think it's just self-explanatory. Breastfeed on demand and frequently. And then something else is apply a moisturizer. For me, I used to use Arimis. It used to help because you need your nipples to be always moist. The moment they are dry, hey, you will feel the crack. The crack, you need to keep it moist. When the baby finishes to breastfeed, just apply a moisturizer, something that is mild. For me, I used to use an Arimis, which was working for me. You can buy a nipple cream, yeah, and all that. And then another tip was you can also use breast milk itself, just to apply there. And then, and else, I know this is always everywhere. Like try to latch well. Hey, I can't really advise. I don't know. I used to try my best, but if you can, the better for you. And then something else was, hey, baby biting you. And I think it used to be called baby shark. That is what they call it out here. The baby biting you, and then he's just looking at you like this, directly in your eyes. What? So how did I deal with it? I was told that you can pull the chin like this. You pull the chin, and then they will let go. Or you put your finger, if it's clean, you put your finger just here, in between the gums, and then they will let go. But you will struggle with that for a couple of times. Yeah, those are the bittersweet moments of motherhood. Yeah, guys. So hey, what did I forget? So guys, for breastfeeding, I think it is just all about mindset, and don't even think 3 months down the line. Because for me, I used to feel like there's a lot that is said out here that already instills fear in you as a mom when you're not even there. Because I also used to imagine that most people start giving their babies food at around 4 months because the milk now has reduced. And I also thought that when I get to that point, then I will not have enough milk to even get me to the 6th month. So I just believed that let's just do it one day at a time, just one day at a time. When the day comes to an end, it's a tick for me and it's a tick for baby. And yeah, with that mindset, trust me, you're gonna kill it. You're going to kill it, and it's going to work for you pretty well, pretty fast. And yeah, you'll be thanking yourself later and feeling like you graduated. I felt so good because I managed to exclusively breastfeed for 6 months. Right now, we are eating well. I'm not really experiencing a lot of challenges, but yeah, it's a good journey so far, so good. I will also share my winning journey with you guys. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I think that was it. If there is anything that you did or you used or any struggle that you're going through, don't mind sharing with us in the comment section. Someone else will see it. If it's something that I did and I have an answer, then I'll definitely answer you in the comment section. I think that was it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. Let's grow the family. Like and share, guys. So I'll leave you guys for now. Also, hey, I forgot to wish our much mamas happy delivery. Those who have already delivered, we thank God for that. I'm so happy for your bundle of joy. Those who are still waiting, for the waiting wombs, don't give up. Keep hoping that one day it's gonna happen for you. For our April babies, April mamas, we wish you safe delivery, Hebrew birth or CS birth, so long as it's a birth, go for it.